This weekend will be a weekend of actions, a lot of action starting from Friday, where we'll be having CAF Confederations Cup among the fixtures for this weekend. Well, the games will be starting as we speak right now. Well, CAF Confederation will be coming up between RS Berkane of Morocco versus the team from South Africa, Orlando Pirates, where you have Olisa, that Nigerian player, will be playing for that team there in Uyo. Here in Nigeria, where the final will be happening live between the two clubs there. Well, the good thing is that the two clubs are here in Nigeria and they want to fight for who will win the CAF Confederation, the second tier of CAF competitions. Good one, Olisanda. We hope that as a Nigerian, his club will be able to scoop it. At least the Nigerian factor is there. Using that to welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Joining me, as usual, is Olawale Peters. Let's run through the world of sports.
Good evening, Adeni. It's my pleasure to be back to the studio.
Good one there. Well, we just let you have a feel of CAF Confederation, RS Berkane and Orlando Pirates will be slugging it out as we speak. They are ready over there in Uyo. Uyo is hosting Africa in the second tier competition. Now, quickly, let's start with Spanish La Liga fixtures. Even though Real Madrid, they've won the La Liga Santander, they are celebrating every day since they won that league. But there's still some fights to finish for that team. They'll be playing against Real Betis tonight at home over there at the Santiago Bernabeu, while Rayo Vallecano hosts Levante. But you look at Real Madrid against Real Betis. Betis, they need to get their acts together as it is, because Betis wants to actually add more to their points. Real Madrid, they've won the league. They have everything to celebrate.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good one because the Real Madrid, they want to go to the Champions League mode with a consolidated mind. And what do I mean by that is that, okay, our last match in the league, we won it. So that will give them enough time to get prepared before the real battle against between them and Liverpool. So I'm not expecting to see the real squad of Real Madrid playing tonight because they are playing the Champions League next week. So you cannot risk playing your players when you have nothing at stake. Imagine if you play your normal 11 and the like of Benzema, Vinicius Jr. and co, they had injury. What will happen? What will be your explanation? So I'm not expecting the Real Madrid team to come out with their real squad. However, they will play to win because they still have their honor. You know what? When real are playing, we want to see the real. So that
who is the real team?
Who is the real team in the real between teams? The real teams, exactly. So then the battle for top four also is still there. Also, Real Sociedad, they too, they are battling their own. Real Betis, they are battling their own also. Real Vallecano also.
Levante, they are dropped already. There's nothing they can do about it.
They're just like the Norwich. They're just like the Norwich. They're like the Watford. There's nothing they can really do. But they have something to do. I've been relegated. But my last match,
I won't die there. I'll have to change.
I will make sure that even if winning that game is to spoil someone's point, they'll be happy to do that.
Seriously, it happens. A lot of clubs are like that.
They are like that. They are the team we call spoilers. So they want to spoil the other team. So it's going to be an interesting match to watch. Let's see what Real Madrid is going to do against their real.
Maybe they will use the opportunity to give more attention to the players that have been maybe less used during the season. Maybe those have been playing less time. We're talking about some substitutes from the bench and the entire squad. There are players in that squad that they have not even played this season.
Yeah,
so they might want to give them attention.
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity to showcase what they have as in their squad. Let's look at what Liverpool did against Southampton. The Jurgen Klopp, he made 9 changes to the first 11. 9 changes, and they still delivered. That shows that both their first 11 and second 11,
they are equal to
the task. I think Real Madrid also need to send that signal that both my first 11 and second 11, they are capable of doing the job when it comes to delivery. So I'm expecting to see that tonight, so that the pressure will not be too much on the big boys
who are preparing for the bigger
one, because they really need to relax themselves. They need to be in the relaxed mood now, pending their match against Liverpool.
Well, good one there. We've been looking at La Liga. There are matches for tonight where Real Betis want to come out against the team that won the league. That's Real Madrid. They also want to make sure they have their pride there as they prepare ahead of Champions League final against Liverpool. Looking at Santander there quickly. Let's talk about Italian Serie A. A fixture will be coming up over there in Italy. Well, matches have been played, a lot of matches, but right now for today, or rather tonight, Torino will be playing against Roma. You know what's going to happen concerning this game is a big one because Mourinho knows what is at stake here, and he'll be facing Torino, a stubborn team. Very stubborn.
Very, very stubborn, and they are just like the Brentford and the Burnley of Premiership. Okay, so I think Mourinho is someone that knows how to prioritize his want. He's a master of strategy. Now, currently, he's sitting sixth on the log. So if he wins tonight's match, that will consolidate his position, sixth position, having played 38 matches. And whatever happened, Fiorentina, they can still not meet them. Okay? And if you should lose tonight's match, and Fiorentina, when they play their own match, they win, that means Mourinho will be playing in the Conference League next season because they will drop to 7th position. In Serie A, 7 teams are going to play in Europe. The top 4 will play in the Champions League. 5th and 6th will play in Europa Cup. And the 7th position will play Europa Conference League. Currently now, they are 6th position Europa Cup. If they should win, that shows that they are playing in Europa Cup. And if they win their match, their final Europa Conference League next week, Wednesday, it shows that also they should be playing there. So the 7th position will likely to be Fiorentina. Whatever their match against Juventus is, will now be the one to go because they can't divide themselves into 2. Okay?
Of course, you have to pick one.
So to me, this is what's going to be the deal. Mourinho will concentrate more on the final next week
than the league.
The league also, he wouldn't want to risk it because they said a better hand is worth more than even trillions in the bush. So he wants to see what he can do. Probably he will not start with his full first 11. He may start with maybe 5 or 6 of them.
Some fringe players.
Will come in to see what will happen. If he now sees that, we are good to go, he will leave the others to relax. But if you now see that, no, they're not good to go,
I have to bring
them
best player
in, let them secure the Europa spot first before going for the real Conference League final next week. So it's going to be a very interesting one, but I think AC Roman, they have what it takes. Well,
we just know that it's going to be a big one because Torino, we know them as a very stubborn team. Ola Aina's team there. Well, let's see what they can do. If things will turn around and let's see if AS Roma has been a fantastic team when it comes to football in Italy. You just read among the big boys. Even though they don't win the league, they always be among the big boys, as they call it, the sleeping giant. Now we're looking at Italia Serie A fixture there. And let's quickly look at a lot of playoffs going on in different leagues in Europe. And just have to look at the fact that Hamburg, they did well. They were able to win the first leg of the German Bundesliga playoff against Hertha Berlin. Second leg will be coming up. But for France, they will also be having a playoff. Let's look at that playoff fixture where Auxerre will be playing against Souchor. Souchor, I remember when Nigeria and Rabiu Afolabi played for that club. And also Wisin Oruma. Oruma made Souchor to be very popular here in Nigeria alongside Afolabi. And also not forgetting Auxerre, Taribo West. He played for that squad then before he moved to Inter Milan or thereabout.
Okay, what they are doing in French league, it's similar to what they had in Germany. Playoff to determine who's going to be relegated or who's going to come to the
main league.
The main league. So the 17th position on the log table at the end of the season in French Ligue 1 will play the 3rd position in the League 2. Home and away to see whoever wins. So if the 3rd position should win the 17th position in the French Ligue 1, so that means they will qualify and play in the French Ligue 1, while the 17th position will be relegated. Very, very painful. Why? They've already had the first and 2 teams that have qualified from the French Ligue 2 division automatically to join the big league. So it's a very good one, unlike what they have in Premiership, that it's at the end of the the season,
yes,
that you now determine that, okay, these are the 3 people with the least points. So they make it more interesting.
When you have that playoff.
When you have that playoff.
But it's very painful because the 17th club on the log now playing against a third, and then the next thing, if you lose after playing all your games, and you were still able to manage to get to 17th position, then you now drop for a team from the lesser league.
So that's what makes the game of football very interesting. Okay, now let's look at the German playoff, for example. Now, the Hamburg, that they won
the first leg
now. They relegated in 2018, 2019.
That was the first time.
The first time in their history to be relegated, and they've spent 4 seasons. And what they do also is similar to what they had in French league. So the third position also will play not the 17th position, because they have 18 teams that play in
German
Bundesliga. So they are playing with the person that comes 16th on the table. Hamburg, 2018, they came 4th. They lost with only 1 point. 2020, they came 4th. Lost with only 1 point. Last season, 3 points. This season, you know what made them to qualify? Because of the goal difference. Because they had 32 goals difference.
So they've been knocking at the door
while the 4th position had only 24 goal difference. So they have a good defensive record in the Bundesliga 2. They considered only 35 goals this season. So that helped them, because them and the 4th position, they are on the same point. Just, you need to see the jubilation when they played their last match. It's even more than what Everton did yesterday. Because for the past 4 years, they've been knocking a point, 3 points. Now they got it. And they played their first match away from home.
They won. So the second leg at home, the support will be massive.
The support will come from everybody, from everywhere, because they want to do what? They want to play with the big boys.
They want to go back to where they belong.
Back to where to belong. You know, when you see the smaller teams trying to do what? To play with, just like we have in Premiership also, the Arsenal, I call them the small boys, trying as much as possible to play with the big boys in the Champions League. But as far as I'm concerned, they still belong to the small boys, to the small group of the Europa.
Wait, let's go back to what you just said. You mean Arsenal belong to the small boys? They don't belong to the big boys that play UEFA Champions League.
They want to bam, but I don't think this is
Oh my goodness. When Wenger was there, Arsenal was one of the forces to be reckoned with, but now they belong to the small boys.
Even when Wenger was there, not that they are that fantastic, because Wenger didn't win any Champions League for them.
But at least they played final with.
What is the purpose of your child is good with your child has a good handwriting but failing an exam?
Oh my goodness!
Is that what you mean?
Arsenal fans, I'm not the one that actually said that. Well, we just have to play through some banters in the studio. We've been talking football, and it's been going so well. Spanish La Liga, Santander, a lot of matches will be coming up. Well, let's see what's going to happen as the teams are battling to see who relegate, who stay back in the league, and also French playoff happening, which will happen between Auxerre and Sochaux. German playoff happened between Hamburg and Hertha Berlin. Hamburg leading with the first leg 1-0, and you just have to look at the fact that they are also pushing to come back to the Bundesliga, where for the first time in the entire life of that club, they went down the drain. Now, let's quickly look at some stories trending in the world of football, because right now that the season is almost over, a lot of transfer here and there, players moving, players staying, players having loan moves. Now, let's start with a player of Liverpool, Divock Origi, has actually he's very close to joining AC Milan. It's confirmed that he will be joining AC Milan personally as agreed terms, but for Liverpool to finalize everything that has to do with AC Milan, the man celebrating the cup they won, he'll be joining AC Milan over there in Italy.
Okay, I think Origi is a very good striker. It's someone that when there is call to deliver comes, you call on him, he is going to deliver. He has done that, both Champions League, Premier League. So I think it is time for him to go to a team where he'll be having more playing time. That is what he needs right now. And I think he has won everything that he needs to win in England with Liverpool. He has won it all.
Nothing to prove anymore.
Nothing to prove anymore. He has scored when it mattered most. He has won the trophy. He has won the medal. So I think it is high time for him to try his luck somewhere else. And going to AC Milan, for me, it's a plus, because any Premier League player that goes to Italian Serie A, they are always performing. Look at Tony Abraham.
And it's true.
Look at Abraham. Look at what he's doing currently now with Roma. Even Lukaku. When
he
Lukaku
went to
left
Inter Milan,
and went
he
to
did
Inter
well.
Milan, look at what he did. So I think it is high time for him to move out there so that at least he can get more playing time, he can get more prize, more value to his head. So I think it's a good one. And I see no reason why Liverpool should hold on to him, not to allow him to go. He has been a loyal servant.
Good one, a loyal servant from Divock Origi there, who has been confirmed that he will be joining AC Milan. They call them Rossoneri's, and he will be going to the Milan City to play over there at San Siro. Now, let's talk about a player from Cote d'Ivoire. He was actually acquired for £72 million by Arsenal. But right now, it's not going well because Arsenal right now, they are ready to sell Nicolas Pepe at huge loss this summer. Nicolas Pepe has been with them, but right now they want to get rid of him, but at a loss. £72 million, 2019. Now, some people are even rating him to be maybe 20 or 25 million pounds.
Okay, I think this is going to be the first time Arsenal will be making that huge loss when it comes to player
They've
business.
been doing business well.
They've been doing it very well. They will just buy you 10,000, 1 million, 3 million. That's why I said they belongs to the small boys club. That's the truth. Either they like it or not, but they will make you to be a star, and from there they will now sell you. You know what they did with Nicolas and Anelka and co. So this time around, I don't think Pepe is not a good striker. He's not a good player either. But what he just needs is someone to wake up his psyche. Someone to let him know how good you are before we bought you. The reason why we place such amount of money on you. Show him the video clips of what he has done and to let him know what he can still do again. You know, and the current coach of Arsenal, and that's Mikel Arteta, he needs to still do a lot when it comes to motivating or bringing out the best in their players, sincerely. If I'm in his shoe, I won't let Pepe go. I will make sure that I bring out the beast in him, what we saw in him that made us to
buy him.
For Arsenal to buy a player for such amount of money, you know how stingy Arsenal is when it comes to buying players.
Economic, very, very economical team.
Very, 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 very when it comes to that. So for them to do that, so that means they've seen something in him. So you should let him know the reason why. Because tell me, who wants to even buy him with that £20 million that they placed on him? If they put Pepe and they put Dennis, Emmanuel.
Of course, people will go for Dennis.
And they said, okay, come and buy Dennis for 20 and come and buy Pepe
Nicolas
for 20.
For 20.
Even Ademola Lookman also, which Leicester City already, they are ready to pay 17 million to make his
move
permanent now. So this is not the best time for them to sell him. That's the truth. But if they want to count their loss and move on, they should go ahead and probably they will see a team that are ready to take that risk. And the team that is going to buy him, who knows? Maybe they will bring him back to his normal.
No, it's possible
self.
because now from the way it is, I saw a particular story that has to do with West Ham. David Moyes looking at it's possible I can just turn this guy around if I can get him. Maybe let's see what's going to happen concerning Nicolas.
Well, and that may be a good move for West Ham, because they still need to.
It's still the same city of London.
Yeah, the same city of London, and it has already acclimatized with the city and everything. And if you look at Pepe and you look at Bowen, if you see their combination, it may be a very good thing having Antonio also playing along with them. So it may be a good one for them, but I think they should just have more. You know one thing about Arsenal? They should stop comparing themselves to the Arsenal of old, just like Manchester United.
They should not be comparing themselves with Arsene Wenger said.
No.
Or Alex Ferguson said.
No, they should just face the reality that this is not their time. They have to go back to the drawing board. Going back to the drawing board means that they should look at what they need to do to get to where they need to get to. They should forget their pride. They should forget their pride and eat the humble pie that currently now they don't belong to the big boys.
Well, good one there. We just have to talk about Arsenal. Well, quickly, two more stories, but we're just running like news. Let's look at PSG star Kylian Mbappe to announce a decision regarding his future on Sunday. It has been a circle of discussion from across the world concerning this Kylian Mbappe moving to Real or staying at PSG. But on Sunday, he said he will be announcing his decision to stay back or to move on to Santiago Bernabeu. Wait to see that, what will happen concerning this young man. He has been fantastic tactic for PSG, but we'll wait to see. And finally, Arsenal, Newcastle, and Everton. They want Memphis Depay. That's the player that have been playing for Barcelona. He was formerly with Manchester United, but right now, Arsenal, Newcastle, and Everton, they want this Frenchman to join. Rather, if it's possible, Depay should actually join there. If everything goes well, Memphis might just be joining. I'm looking at Arsenal.
Okay, among the three teams, Arsenal, Newcastle, and Everton, I think nobody can compete with Newcastle when it comes to money or buying player this time around. So, and they're a team in process. So, to me, I think it's better for him to go to Newcastle to start and build the team together with them.
Hopefully, let's see where Memphis will be moving to if he leaves Barcelona. That's it on 360 Sport for this evening. Thanks for watching. Olawale Peter has been doing the talking, analyzing sport.
Pleasure being here, Adini.
Good one. I am Adini Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.